Welcome to Zipadee Doo Dah Disney, the podcast where I give you my favorite tips and recommendations to help you make the most of your Disney World vacation. So sit tight, thanks for listening, and let's go on that ride. Welcome to episode 20 of Zipadee Doo Dah Disney. I'm your host, Eric Frenchman, and this episode, I'm not sure if I'm really going to have a title for it, but it's going to be quick hits about changes at Disney World over the last 2 weeks. So I'm recording this from frozen northern New Jersey, where we have over 30 inches of snow on the ground. And I'm just going to go over some of the announcements that have happened over the last couple weeks at Disney World and how that'll impact your upcoming vacation. Right out of the gate, Disney has announced that they've updated their mask policy, and it's not what you think it's going to be. What they've decided is that even if you've already received your COVID-19 vaccination, you still have to wear a mask in the parks. It doesn't sound too exciting for a lot of people, but I guess it's pretty hard to keep track of who's received the vaccination, who hasn't, causing a lot of confusion. So I'd assume this policy stays in place probably throughout the rest of 2021. I guess unless a large amount of the U.S. population gets a vaccination, maybe they'll change that. But I would think through the end of the rest of 2021, we're all wearing masks in Disney World. Next up, Liberty Square Riverboat and Tom Sawyer Island are reopening Friday, February 5th. These are probably rides that young families are going to, or attractions that young families are more interested in. The Liberty Square Riverboat is a cute riverboat, big riverboat ride. It's a boat, not a ride. Well, it's on tracks, so I guess it really is a ride that kind of goes around, sails around Tom Sawyer Island, and you basically pick it up in Liberty Square, and you sail around, like I said, Tom Sawyer Island, passing through Frontier Land, and then Tom Sawyer Island, you take a raft from Frontier Land over to Tom Sawyer Island. It's a cute place where kids can run around. There was forts. To be honest, my kids hadn't been on Tom Sawyer Island probably since they were 3 or 4 years old. So it's really for young families. So that's slated to be, both of those are going to be reopening Friday, February 5th. Speaking of little families, the Swiss Family Treehouse, which is over in Adventureland, that's closing March 2nd, and that will be pretty much closed for the entire month of March. It's slated to reopen March 26th. Again, I don't think anybody else but families with little kids are really going to be impacted by that. Again, my kids haven't been on it since they were probably 5 years old. Here's something in the Magic Kingdom that might disappoint some people. No, it's not one of the big rides. It's the Mad Tea Party. That's going to be closing for a quick little refurbishment on February 22nd and reopening March 5th. That's basically Disney's version of teacups. It always turns me green. Everybody else in my family loves it, and I think they love it even more because they know I get sick from it. So they're always spinning the cup. It just drives me bonkers. But anyway, that's closing for a short period of time, February 22nd through March 5th. All right, so the changes and the updates that I just talked about were mostly geared towards families with little kids. Now, get into some exciting adult changes. First off, Disney's doing 2 main tie-ins with the movie Soul. You could see that on Disney+. I saw it. I really enjoyed it. The first thing they're doing is over in Epcot at the World Showcase at the American Pavilion, they're doing a Soul of Jazz exhibition. It's going to talk about the history of jazz. They'll have some cool artifacts. I don't usually stop at the American Pavilion because, well, it's America, and I'm more interested in other countries at the World Showcase. Pretty much because we're already in America. But if I was traveling and they have the Soul of Jazz exhibition, I would definitely stop over there. In Disney Springs, 3 times a week, they're going to have some traveling musicians. So on Mondays, it's Motown Monday. Thursdays, it's Jazz Thursday. And Sunday, it's Smooth Sunday. And then the other major announcement this week, or in the past week, was the M&M store opened up in Disney Springs. It's your typical, retail store with candy and items and clothing, some special Disney M&M tie-ins. It's over by Splitsville, which is this really awesome restaurant, bowling alley. And I highly always suggest going to Splitsville if you can make the time. The M&M store looks like it's pretty cool, especially if you're into M&Ms, and who's not into M&Ms. And the final thing I saw in a bunch of the forums I'm in is that Disney is right now bringing a lot of equipment into Epcot to prepare for the fireworks. The new fireworks show in Epcot is called Harmonious. It's supposed to be going live sometime in 2021, but I can't find any dates on it. If you remember, it's that old, there's that old spectacular fireworks show that would happen around the World Showcase. So this is Disney's replacement. I'm seeing lots of pictures about platforms and equipment coming through, so hopefully we'll get some more information about when the new Harmonious show is going to be tested and maybe even going live. And that's it for episode 20 of Zipadee Doo Dah Disney. I hope you enjoyed this quick hit. I'm going to try and do it every couple weeks, especially when I see enough information out there that I think would be useful to you. Look for a drop of episode 21, probably Friday or Saturday of next week. So thanks for listening, and thanks for going on this quick ride.